Not only are we out here surviving, we're thriving. We got ourselves a giant gar. We're in Texas. I'm with Bob Hanser, and I'm going to show you guys how we catch and cook giant alligator gar. It's exciting. Finally get to do some real fishing.
Yep, let's see what the river's giving us.
Alright guys, welcome to day 6 of the Wilderness Living Challenge. That's right, day 6. We've extended the challenge one extra day. Bob is setting up some lines for giant fish. Alligator gar, catfish, they're all in here. The water level is way up. So the trick is, we want to get our lines, and a lot of them, out and in the current so that we can hopefully regain the calories that we lost during the Wilderness Living Challenge. We're both down some weight. If you guys haven't seen the series, you need to go back from the start and find out how we got to this position. So we're hungry. We're down a little bit in body weight. But if we can get into a bunch of fish, bring them up the hill here, throw them on the coals and eat them, there's a chance we might be able to net some of our weight back way out tomorrow and maybe, just maybe, come out at a surplus. If you're not familiar with the challenge, the idea is we weigh in and we weigh out, and we try not to lose any body weight using whatever modern means we have, or whatever modern means necessary, in order not to lose any body weight at all. This is not a starvation challenge. This is about living off the land. All right, so we're at our spot here, and so the problem with the last spot we were fishing is the water wasn't deep enough and it was all full of snags. So we scouted this spot out yesterday. We just ran out of time to get out here. So the idea today is to get into this fast flowing water over here, because the water's raised up. But the better part of this is there's actually a ledge here, as you can see, and it's 100% clear, and we can actually walk on the ledge no problem, and actually walk up on shore as well and go all the way down. We can cast all the lines all through here without getting snagged. And I was told by Bob that he said basically when the water levels rise, every single fish, the big fish, start moving and they start breaching and they start, hunting actively. So this is pretty much the best conditions we could possibly hope for as far as getting big fish. So it's gonna be interesting, that's for sure. I'm pretty excited to get a nice 7 foot like a dolphin. Jesus, that's crazy. So we got to get all the gear down, we got to get all lined up, and the action's going to be pretty fast. I'm pretty sure about that. It rained not too long ago upstream, and you can see the results of it. It's all swelled up. Got lots of instructions about how to deal with these fish as far as jumping on them and mauling them, and how you can't give up on them. I hope I can live up to the lessons I've received, because I know it's going to be pretty intense if it matches up to what we've already experienced. So what we got to do now is get all the gear down here. It's a little bit of a walk, not too bad, and we'll get set up. We're using same rigs as before, some casting lines and some set lines, and I think for the most part use like liver from animal liver or animal heart, and just big giant hooks, big giant line. I think that it's like 40-pound test line. It's the rods are, they're for sharks. They're giant lines. So it's not something I'm used to. In Canada, we were lucky to catch, a pounder, 2-pounder, 3-pounder, maybe a pike you get up in 15-20 pounds. This is a whole nother ball game altogether when you talk 100-pound fish. All right, man, you gotta tell me about your gear and setup, because I have no clue how to catch a giant fish.
You know what that is right there?
It looks like a deer heart to me. That's
a big old heart, yeah. That's a hog heart. That's what we're going to be using today.
Nice.
Now the rig, we're using a Gulf rig on the end of 40-pound test line. And so your Gulf rig is braided steel cable, and that's got traditionally circle hooks. We use circle hooks out here in the rivers. It keeps the catfish on real well. Works pretty good. But the idea is get the fish out of the water real quick. This is actually a saltwater rig, even though that rod right here isn't a big one. It's made for 100-pound plus. Same thing with this big ugly stick back here behind me. That's plus 100. That's for sharks. So we're going for shark size today.
So how big of a piece of heart you put on there?
Well, this one's a bit large. I'm going for smaller hooks right now because I want them to swallow the whole thing. And we might change that up because as you see back here, the river's moving pretty fast. It's come up a couple feet. So you might have to have something a little bit more spelly, something to really draw them in. But the idea here is that with a Gulf rig, I can put 3 different hooks on one line for just these cast lines right here. And that means a lot of bait concentrated in the same spot. So I don't have to have one giant piece of bait. I can have 3 medium or small pieces. And that'll draw them in. And hopefully one of the hooks will get them. So, again, it's a numbers game. We have 10 throw lines, max of 5 hooks per throw line. And then we have these 2 cast outs, which have, again, 3 hooks on each. So what is the math on that one? 50 plus 6, 56 hooks. And if it's a good day, before we get half of the hooks out there, we'll already be pulling in fish. And in that way, we don't even have to throw out all the rigs. We just keep on pulling in fish, right?
That's the idea. So what's interesting about Texas is you basically take our Canadian laws and you shred them. And then you come up with something brand new like success. So they've got basically some pretty relaxed rules about how many lines you have. In Canada, it's a bonus because we can actually put 2 lines out when we go ice fishing. But when we go fishing in the summer, it's 1 line per person. That's right. But you can put a bunch of hooks on there. But yeah, and you have to have one. It has to be all attended. You can't put any set lines. But here in Texas, whole new world. You put, would you say 50?
We can put up to 100.
100 set lines.
100 hooks.
Per person.
100 hooks per person.
100 hooks. Think about that, guys. 100 hooks per person. It's intense. And you can dramatically increase your odds. There's a duck there. I think one of those big circle hooks in the back of the neck. So yeah, this is wild. This is totally different from what I'm used to. What you do, you're setting a line up every 10 feet, give or take?
About 10 foot, yeah.
Yeah. How many set lines do we have? I think we got a dozen maybe, something like that?
We got 2 poles. Yeah, we got 10 set lines and 2 poles. It takes a while to get them all rigged up.
What do you think the chances are that we catch something before nightfall?
100%.
I like those odds.
That's what we're all about, man.
So does my belly.
Why to throw 1 hook when you can throw 50, right? Yeah?
Guys, you don't know what it's like to be out there looking for your food when you're hungry. It's something else.
Your brain's one-track mind after a while.
Yeah, and you become really tuned into food.
You stop and pause for a moment. I find myself just staring out at the river thinking about food. I don't know how long I'd been just doing that.
Yeah, and we talked about our instincts was, now we're kind of in the leisure mode fishing because the main challenge is over. We just carried our hunger through, and both of us were thinking about where's our snack?
Snack time.
Because you get to your fishing spot and you got up early, and you finally get out there and you get a couple lines in the water. In this case, for us, it's just getting out there in the boat, or whatever, paddling around, and you're like, I'm hungry, I got a snack in me. So the instinct is there to just grab your snack. We don't have any snacks on hand at all.
We're bad boys guys right now. Not prepared.
We're not prepared. Well, we are prepared. This is prepared, man. You got all the lines, you got all the rigs.
We gotta look up there. There's probably some berry trees up there. We hadn't looked for that, and then crushing up against that bank.
I'm sitting on the line.
Smell of you're good. The smell of onions just pervaded everywhere. So we're throwing lines. We can still eat. We can eat raw onions.
Yeah,
calories out of that.
There's some calories in there.
We have options still, so it's not just a waiting game. We can do something productive-ish.
The option on top of that is, of course, you always have a gun on you because you never know what you're going to see. Especially as we know, you can come up on hogs,
or they come up on you.
They come up on you, exactly, because they work these riverbanks all the same because they're looking for the same sorts of things we're looking for right now, which is food, any kind of food.
All right, so we just had a little bit of a bite, and that's where you need to go ahead and grab your rod and be ready. So even though it might be a 6, 7, 8+ foot gar, what they'll do is they'll play around with it in their mouth. They'll chew on it with a piece of bait. A lot of times they'll take it upstream, 100, 200, 300 foot, and that's the time that they'll stop. Your line will stop going out, and they'll swallow the line. And that's how the gar hunters will get these guys, as they'll hook them in the stomach or hook them in the throat, because gars' mouths are all bone. And so there's a bit of a trick. Those guys rig up for this stuff all the time. Personally, I hook them in the mouth every once in a while, just try and get lucky. But each gar is different. Sometimes they swallow it whole.
How much time you got once you got one on?
Less than a minute.
You got a minute to land them.
Minute to land them. Even the 3X, 5X hooks, a lot of times those gars, they have a certain swing movement. They'll take your line tight, and then they'll use that huge torque body and just bust a line. And so a hook that 2 pairs of pliers can't sit there with a grown man trying to bend, they'll straighten out or break it, snap it right in half. So, just incredible amounts of power. That's why we got to get them up on land in our world, because we don't stand a chance down there in the water.
Basically the line here is set up into a PVC pipe. The PVC pipe is basically, we hammer that down into the soil, and here it's all sandy on the bank, so the PVC pipe goes down fairly deep. Just cut that PVC pipe on an angle, and when the fish grabs it, it has a little bit of give, and you can throw a bell on that, similar to what we might do for ice fishing. You can see Bob back there in the background. He's rigging up one shorter line up here. They're spaced out probably 10 feet, 10, 12, 13 feet each, and then the lines will run out perpendicular to the shoreline, and then the current will drop them down, so they're all kind of facing downriver. And at the end of each piece of line, he has just junk, basically whatever he could find, metal pieces, metal, scrap metal, you know, whatever, tubing, piping, old bolts, old bolts, yeah, anything, just to keep it weighted at the bottom. And so the end of the line is the weight, and you got 3 hooks all the way up. Pretty straightforward, and I'd say it's a little bit kind of like how we might ice fish, right, Bob?
I guess so, man. Ice goes in tea out here.
And for us, it's what we go through to get our fish. Dude, there's something swimming behind you.
How far?
Oh, just went under. Boat. Across the river midway.
Yeah.
I just saw a set of eyes, that's it.
I'd take catfish.
Yeah?
I'd take catfish over a burger right now, though.
Would you?
I really would. Yeah.
I'd take anything.
A big slab of catfish.
Doesn't matter. I'd take anything. Anything.
I'm trying, man. In the water?
No. Oh, line.
Oh, God! I got him.
Okay.
All right. Look at fish.
That guy's not dead yet, guys. You okay?
I haven't eaten any meat in like a day. I'm just gonna hold him. I just need to hold him. Yep. All right.
Okay. You good down there?
I love my gars.
I don't know if you can see what the heck's going on here, but we're hugging a fish.
That's alligator gar. That's a gator gar.
Bob's got his head down here. Let's see, have a look here. Here's our friend. He's gonna be our meal.
What do you think, brother?
Dude, that's a big fish. Watch out, Huck. Move, Huck.
Back, Huck.
Move, Huck. Move. Whew. That was a lot of excitement, and we totally missed everything.
That right there, circle hooks, 300 plus pound Catahoula line. Oh, God! I got him.
Okay.
All right. Look at fish.
That guy's not dead yet, guys. You okay?
I haven't.
Bob hasn't really eaten in a couple of days now.
I had a little bit of possum this morning, but that was.
Yeah, he had some leftover possum. Oh.
Go us, man. We are looking at gar sirloin here in just a little bit.
Yeah, but it's not over because he's right on the bank here.
We got to get him up.
And
then we get to process a gar.
All right, I'm gonna leave you there because I'm gonna set the camera up back here, but.
All right, film what you gotta film.
Yeah,
But we gotta put a rope on him.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, damn it! Get the front of him. Yeah.
I got him.
Damn, you kicked my head bad.
I got him.
Yeah, watch that knee of yours, man.
Okay.
Oh shit.
You can we kill him?
Yeah.
How? Through the skull?
Yeah, skull plate, blade. Blade goes with the fish straight down.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got him? I know he's gonna kick me.
You slam straight down through the back of the skull plate.
Can you move your hands up more on him so that he doesn't kick? Because if he kicks, I'm gonna get this knife in the leg.
Hold on.
Yep.
Okay, I'm getting
Right
behind.
there?
Right there.
Right here in the middle?
Yep. Make sure it doesn't go forward.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Not gonna work. I'm gonna have to
What did you do?
stab.
Yeah, stab.
Okay. Ready?
Watch your hand. Yeah. Nope. Further up. Further up. Yep. Yep. Your blade's gonna break, man. Where's my blade? Okay, we don't have a hammer right here. Beat him in the head. A hammer.
He's in the watch. He's gonna move now.
Do not cut the sucker and break. And when he moves, watch out for that blade going back and forth.
That's in his head there.
It's not far enough. He's got a tiny prehistoric brain. That blade makes me nervous, dude.
I know.
Where did she put my blade?
That's all the way in, dude.
No, I won't trust him until he's.
No, I don't believe he's done, but.
Where's that? Where's the big sledge?
Oh, you want the sledge?
Yeah.
I can do that.
How far is that?
Give me some time here, brother.
Okay.
You got him?
Not quite. Here,
Okay.
let me grab the other gill plate.
Here, let me get your sunglasses right.
Okay.
Okay, you're good.
Hold on, hold on. Let me grab the other gill. Okay.
You're gonna sit.
Yep.
You're gonna have to back up a touch. Ready?
Right there. Right. Yeah.
Ready?
Smash him in the head. Yep.
Okay, watch your hands.
That's all I can do. I gotta hold on to him.
2, 3.
Okay.
Again.
Knock him out. You gonna get him again?
1, 2, 3.
All right. That crushed. Okay. 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 Now you're scaring me. All right. Yep. He's doing the quiver. Good. We're still roping his ass. Okay. So to do rope, all you gotta do is pry open the mouth and put the rope in the teeth.
Okay.
How you like that? How you like that guy, huh? How's he look?
Whew.
You did good on that, man.
Thanks.
You did good. You pulled that line in, man. That is awesome. That was quick work.
We're gonna
Quick
eat.
work.
We're gonna eat, man.
Yep. You need the hell out of the back of my head. It's the time of the moment, man. I was like, bam. I was like, oh, a little concussion. It's been a while.
We gotta watch. Oh, sorry.
Where we at? We're at 4 foot?
Yeah.
Right at?
Yeah, at least. A little bit more?
Yep.
A bit more?
You need my pliers?
It's still going.
You see
I
it?
could use the pliers, yeah.
All right. This is getting bad.
Yeah, I don't want to stick my hand in there.
No.
I see why you don't want me to put my hands in there.
Yep.
I get it. All right. Okay, so as long as he doesn't move, hold on tight. He doesn't move because I got my hands all in here.
I got him pinned down. I got his head down. All right. Here's one
hook,
piece of base.
One hook there.
Oh man, check that out. That's all backstrap.
Okay, I'm gonna let him go so we can get. Okay, you're good. You're out.
I believe we're out, man.
100%.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so easy dead.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
gonna say keep that thing wrapped around your arms.
Yep, he's still going.
Don't.
He's
Yeah.
still going. Whew! That's Texas style fishing. They don't make them big like this at home. This is the size of a pet dog or a dolphin with some crazy teeth. We're eating now. Woo!
We're in it. Tail.
Are you hungry or what, man?
I am starving.
When you're hungry, having a big slab of meat like this means everything in the world, man. This is our sustenance. This is our life for the next couple of days, really. That's a whole lot of meat on that animal.
The adrenaline wearing off yet?
Not yet. I'm still pumped, man. Give you guys a sense of how big this guy is. Let's flip that tail up, man. Look, it goes all the way back. That's half the fish we got, and the other half's hidden back here, man. Look at the teeth on there. Razor sharp.
They call them alligator gar for nothing, man.
So that's an alligator gar, man, finally.
And this is a medium.
Yeah, wild. The power on these things. You had one end.
And you had me on,
I had the other end on the back up. I'm like, holy. I could barely hang on for my life.
Yeah, that took 300 plus pound Catahoula line, braided line. That's what we use.
Insane,
so
man.
if you don't have the right gear, don't come. But if you get it, you can land alligator gar like this.
Save your life with line and a bunch of hooks. That's it, man.
Those are two giant back straps back here. White meat. And a lot of folks haven't had gator gar. A lot of folks won't eat gator gar. I'll show you what it's all about. Those armor plates.
Let's do this, man. Let's go make a fire and cook this guy up.
Let's eat.
Let's eat, man. We got him wrangled now. I've got the leash on because we can mess around a little bit with the camera, but we cannot afford to lose this guy. We've basically put him out. Knife to the back of the head, plus insurance on that. We use a sludge.
Yep.
He's done.
This is how we do it in Texas.
But as fish go, even after you kill a fish, they can still twitch. So you got to be mindful of that. If you want to keep your food on your dinner plate, it's primal. When you get a big boon animal like this is like the size of a little piglet, man. Like there's as much meat.
That's 3 piglets.
3 piglets.
Yeah.
Like this is insane. That's some hardwood, man. Hardwood. So starting fires in Texas is something I had to learn. Sometimes you get lucky and there's a little bit of dry grass that'll catch a flame. But for the most part, what Bob has taught me to look for is these old weeds from last year. It's kind of a pithy weed. Probably would work for a hand drill, although it's a little fragile. This stuff is like bone dry. You can usually find it in the grassy areas. And I just finding a pile of it. So that's going to be my kindling. And the funny thing is the rest of the material here, this really hard stuff, is like always bone dry. There is never a shortage of hard burnable wood anywhere I've gone so far. It's literally everywhere. I just asked Bob if he ever covers fire lighting on his channel, but I mean, this stuff it's interesting. It's different perspectives, right? I mean, like in Canada, fire lighting is a whole art. You know, it's a whole process of getting things ready. And here, I'm just messing around. Like I'm not even using my best fire lighting skills where I get more prep work. Grab a bunch of grass and throw these little pithy things in there. and then you can quite literally throw like almost a giant sized log in almost immediately, and the stuff's so dry it catches. It's amazing. Like all this bark and stuff here. You don't need an axe. I asked Bob, should I bring my saw? And he's like, saw is dead weight, man. It's never gonna cut through the stuff we got here. But more than that, it's actually, you don't even need a saw. You just pick up all sorts of dead wood everywhere. All right, I gotta leave. It's instantly too hot.
Yeah.
Instantly, it's insane. And this is gonna burn down. We're gonna have a nice bed of coals to cook on in no time. Now that's a Texas style fire. Big. What Bob's done is he's pried up from the tail to the front with his big Texas style Bowie knife, and right now he's separated a little bit from the front here. What we want to do is peel this guy open to get the nice beautiful double back straps on the inside, left and right, you can see. So I can use my knife on the inside just to pull it open on both sides. And Bob's doing the heavy lifting with his knife, popping these plates. They're basically like armor. They're insane. Like you were talking about maybe making a shin guard out of these.
So
it's all metal. It's not metal, but bone.
You see that? Like, no disrespect to the fish, but that's all my force, and that's a 3-pound blade. So these guys are not joking.
They're not messing around.
Could you have gotten this thing done with your blade?
Never. Never. It would have snapped the blade easily.
It's that nuts. So, but once you get inside, it's gonna be worth it here in a bit. Also, things of note, the gar eggs. Now, a lot of folks eat fish eggs. These are not edible.
Ouchie.
Yep. These are not edible. Do not eat these. They're not seriously gonna kill you, but you're gonna be sick for a couple days and wish you hadn't. Now, what Woodbeard did just then was he ran his fingers over these scales that have been cut and sliced through, and it feels like a chainsaw blade, and well, with some razor blades in it. I've got a couple abrasions and cuts on my hands that are gonna smart tonight, but that's just part of the process. Price for enjoying gar meat. Well, check that out. Here's our first fillet. I guess you'd call it fillet of gar. That's backstrap, and we're looking at 5 pounds solid right there. That's 5 pounds of meat, easy. Beautiful, boneless, and about to be a meal.
Teamwork. The power of your knife combined with the grace and elegance of my knife put meat on the table, man.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
We got this all filleted out. Outside work, inside work. Done.
I got 5 pounds in my hand. How about you?
I got 5 pounds in my hand. Let's go eat.
Let's go pound it down.
Pound it down. Kind of funny, I'm washing my meat over here and Bob's washing his meat over there.
Wrong kind of bonding.
That doesn't sound right.
No.
Alright, so it's been a long time since this knife had any amount of sharpening. And we've been through some animals.
To say the least.
To say the least. So you're, while I was starting to sharpen, you were talking about the Texas
5, the Texas Big 5, you call it?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So,
Like you have the African 5 and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah,
the
okay.
lion.
Yeah.
You got yeah. Oh, same thing in Texas. So we got one of them, alligator gar.
okay.
You had rattlesnake early on.
Uh-huh.
Early on.
Yeah, if you haven't watched these, you got to go back and watch all of them. They're all there, man.
Diamondback rattlesnake, guys. Came
Yeah.
across it and he became meal.
And it's the first snake I've ever probably touched besides poking with the stick. One that was, already put out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that many snakes in Canada, man. You don't come across them too often.
No, that's cold
Except
stuff.
garter snakes, that's it.
Take some of ours. No, you got I'd say javelina,
Javelina.
but they haven't been coming across too long. And armadillo,
Armadillo, sure, throw that on the list. That'll be a small Big 5.
it's a good chunk of meat. You take the shell off, they look like a chihuahua. It's good meat though. It's good meat.
Well, we're gonna have to find one soon. It's doable, man. You said you saw one the other day. We found a little tunnel.
They're out there. Yeah, they're burrows.
Yeah, you found
Yeah.
a little burrow. We poked a big stick in the burrow. You stuck your arm in the burrow. I did not do that,
As you do.
as you do. But you spotted it, or Huck.
Yeah, Huck rented it.
Huck's coming in. Huck, the spot dog. How's it going, buddy? You know, sometimes this dog loves me, and other times he hates me.
He's bipolar. Yes. Spread the love.
He's got lots of instincts. Right? He's a herder. This dog's a herder. So if I step out of the herd, he wants
And
to put me
Woodford
back in.
does not want to be herded.
I can't. I don't have time to be herded unless he wants to take care of my food.
He will sometimes,
All right.
but
So knife's a little bit sharper, not much. I got to work a little bit more on this. But while we're here, tell them you had pecans coming up.
yeah, wild pecans coming up all over the place.
And
Yeah.
what else were you saying was
We
coming
got
up?
desert hackberry, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Texas persimmon, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Big trees are all in bloom.
Oh, geez.
Pomegranates are coming out, and naquas. Holy heck, that's like almost an apple flesh.
And you did give me the option of coming up probably whenever I
in
wanted.
June, yeah,
But in
you'd be
June-
fried.
Dune, I'd come here, and I wouldn't come back. That's a heck of a lot of really hot meat. Those slabs are maybe deceiving to you, but if you put that between 2 pieces of bread, that would be like triple or quadruple Big Mac. That's a pile of meat there. And then our second one was Dutch oven, boiled, also with wood oven. There we go. 2 methods of prep. I actually think that looks better.
Doesn't it?
It does. This looks like just a boiled mess. Bob did a nice trick with the foil, just tented over top just to protect the heat. So if you got it, use it. To give you an idea about the size of these, you can tell how big that piece is. That's a big piece of meat. Look how big that slab is. Huge slab of meat.
I like chicken breast.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good meat. You know what would go real good with it?
Maple syrup.
Bread on the bottom. Big slab of meat. Big slab of meat. Some lettuce. Tomato, mayo, bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. And a piece of bread on top. That would be a meal.
A lot of folks make what's called gar balls in Texas. They grind it all up, and mix some stuff up with it, and pretty much make meatballs with gar meat.
That's no joke, guys. Wowzers, that's
That's
hot.
only half of it.
And that's a half the fish. The other half's over here. All right, I should try the boiled stuff. I got a feeling this boiled stuff's not going to be as good. Want a piece?
Yeah, man.
I might need a bit more spices, so it may not be a fair comparison.
Nah, man, it's good.
Is it any more tender?
Maybe slightly. More hydrated.
Yeah, it's easier to chew, a little more hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
I would,
Overall, both of them good. That one looks better though. That's cool. That'd be plated up.
yeah, that looks more appetizing. 100% more appetizing. All right, this is good. I prefer it that way. This way would be good if you can add more stuff to it.
Absolutely.
Pot it up and make a whole fish stew. All right, guys, we did it. That's alligator gar in Texas.
Day 6.
Day 6 of the Wilderness Living Challenge. We might check out now. We're each gonna eat 5 pounds of fish, and we're gonna net out. Well, yeah,
Some quick math there.
5. We should be good. I only need to gain 2.5, 3.
You're over, man.
I'm gonna win. Let's see how much of this I can eat and weigh out. Let's see if I can win the Wilderness Living Challenge.
Store some of it in his beard.
There's always something in my beard.
Yep.
Hi guys, day 6 of the Wilderness Living Challenge. That's right, day 6. We finally made it here. Last night we caught a giant alligator gar. Massive 4-foot long fish with giant gator-like teeth. We wrangled them up, we cut them open, and we ate all the meat. That's right. We ate about 4 or 5 pounds of meat each. It's time to end the series. We both had enough. So what we're gonna do now, we went down to the river, we reset our baits because we're always looking for the next adventure. We ended up going out last night, tracking down armadillo. I was this close to catching one last night, but I'm on the learning curve now. I'm gonna do it. It's on my bucket list of things to do before I leave. I have 8 days left here, still 8 days, and there's lots of things I want to do before I take off. So the idea today was we reset all our bait. Last night we came back and we had a soft shell turtle on. We lost the battle with the turtle, got snagged up, and it actually, this morning we went out and we actually found that it would tricked us. What it did was it hid under the ledge. So the turtle swam out, went underneath the ledge and lodged itself in the ledge. So we thought it was snagged. We did the smart thing by leaving the line in the water just to salvage the fish. I salvaged the turtle. We came back this morning. Bob swam out underwater up to where the turtle was, but the line broke just as we were about to get the guy. So that turtle pulled line, went out, did the smart thing for it, hid underneath the bank and got away. So that's a big bummer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finally weigh out on season 3, day 6. It's been a long trek, so I'm going to be happy to get it on regular food. I don't know if you guys know what it's like to be hungry, but this is not that much fun. Bob is about to throw in the towel with me too. He's out setting lines. I set some lines. We got bait all baited. We're back in the game, and we're going to keep this thing rocking. So you got to watch out for armadillo hunt. I guarantee you we're going to get one by the end of this, when this is up. We got gopher on the go. We're still looking for a hog. We're still going to get a hog. I'm not leaving here till I get a hog. How about that? It's going to be tricky. They're all nocturnal. Okay, so let's jump on the scale and weigh out. Just going to empty my pockets here. Make sure I got nothing in my pockets. I'm going to tar out that scale. Okay, we're going to get 0 on the scale and then I'm going to jump on. Okay, we got 0 on the scale. Remember, I ate 5 pounds of gar pike last night. Had leftovers this morning. And we'll see what I weigh out, see if I can net out. Remember, I started at 144. Let's have a check. Look at that. I tarred out at 151. Woo! I won the Wilderness Living Challenge because I tarred out at 151 and I started at 140. That's completely incorrect. Completely incorrect. I've got the gar pike here in my hands, wrapped up in foil. Want to know why? Because we can't eat 5 pounds of lean protein. It's just not going to do it for you. So, all right, let's reset out. Let's see what we got. I might have to let you in on the next secret, right? The next secret is we're going to get rid of the gar pike. We're going to weigh ourselves again. And I tar out at, let's see, 146.4. I won again. I'm up, 2 and change pounds from 2.4 pounds. I win. Wait a second. I'm holding a camera and a tripod. All right, let's do it again and figure out where I'm at. We'll back this gar pike up. Now, Camera's at 0. I'm gonna set you guys down. We're gonna aim it down here, and we're gonna see exactly what it weighs is 141.1. 141.1. 141.1. Bah, bah, bah. And to go along with the rest of the story, I ate modern sourced foods last night, but not enough of them. I was so exhausted and tired. I ate snack foods. We had a potato, a little bit of sausage, a little bit more of the gar pike. I ate peanuts, honey covered peanuts all night, and chips, and basically whatever I had laying around. And I'm still lost weight, and I don't know if I'm gonna get that weight back because I'm running a marathon. And guys, when you're running a marathon, it's hard to gain weight. So the experiment, I think, was a success. I was able to better maintain my weight than past years. I was only down 3 pounds. That's pretty good in comparison to what I've been able to do previous seasons. I didn't feel bad ever, and right now I think the telltale signal to me after doing this for 3 seasons is, do I crave foods like a wild man for months? Because on season 1 that was the case. For 2.5-3 months I craved food like a wild man, and I packed in as much food as I could on a daily basis, and I don't feel like that at all. In fact, I feel like I can probably, if I had supplemental food, continue this indefinitely. As long as meals are coming in on a regular basis. Once I ate that gar, I actually felt like I could keep going. That might be a trick because there's lots of protein in there, and that's not high calorie food, but it does fill up your stomach, and it does send signals to your brain that you're okay. So I think I'm getting a handle on this whole wilderness living thing. It's a little bit of nuance, a little bit of experience, but I think there's a possibility of doing this in a healthy way, and in a way that I think I can continue doing it for indefinitely. So I think we're getting close. Anyway, there's much more to come in this adventure. Right now we have a list of things we're working on, a big menu of items we're working on. So there's more excitement coming. Stick around. All right. Did you guys know that Matthew McConaughey is from Texas? I didn't know that. But hearing the Texan accent, I can completely understand that he's from Texas. So we're here, morning day 6 of the Wilderness Living Challenge. We're gonna go set some lines real quick, and we're gonna do a way out. But I thought you'd like to see this morning. It's so beautiful here before the sun gets full up top. So we're gonna bait some hooks here, and hopefully be successful in dragging in some new creatures. There can always be another creature. If not today, maybe next time. We're always on the lookout. We got 2 lines set, 2 rod lines set. That's Huck. Huck's always curious when I come by. Not quite used to me. So we got 2 rods set, and I think 4 or 5 set lines, and they're going to be set permanently for the next 8 days. So we're bound to get something. Hey guys, I'm back in Canada, and I've been doing a pile of editing. I want to keep this video series rolling, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to release a video every Tuesday and every Friday. This is going to be going on for about 2.5 months. I have 19 episodes in total. So what I'm going to ask you to do is support the channel. What I want you to do, if you can, is please watch the video entirely from the beginning right to the end. YouTube is tracking all sorts of data in their algorithm, and what they want to see is a high watch time or retention time. So if you guys can do that and you like the series and you want me to continue doing that, that's one small way you guys can help. Leave lots of comments down on the bottom, not just one but a bunch of them. That helps. Of course, hitting the like button is super easy, you can do that too, and sharing it. If everybody shared it to 5 people, it would get big really fast. And lastly, if you want to support it monetarily, you can buy a t-shirt. I'm hoping to get some more t-shirts up. If the t-shirts are available, I'll provide a link. If not, you can always offer a PayPal donation that will come directly through me. To me, you can also hit the sponsorship button. It's a new feature that YouTube has added. You click sponsor and it's a monthly subscription. So I think it's $5.95 or something like that. And ongoing supports the channel. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the series. If you guys want me to continue doing this, you want me to go to other different places, let me know. If you have access to land, you know, private land, and there's a lot of hunting, fishing, opportunities, trapping, that sorts of things, and you want to invite me up and a guest or a couple guests, let me know. Shoot me an email for that. I do not always get to all the comments to do my best, but if it's an important thing, like, hey, you want to hook me up with some land and you've got it ready to go, let me know. So I'd like to explore and open different doors and avenues and see where this YouTube thing and the survival wilderness living thing takes me. So I would definitely welcome some offers of getting into new lands all over the world. So let me know.